All right. Come on, camera focus. There we go. When you're broadcasting on multiple platforms at the same time, you got to make sure and check that everything is working. And so far, so good. So far, so good. So here we are. Thank you for joining the Your Book, Your Voice coffee chat as we check all our connections here. We are streaming live on Instagram, and we are also streaming live on YouTube. And of course, we are streaming live on LinkedIn. Awesome. We got 3 platforms going here, which is really cool. Appreciate you being here, and wherever you're listening and watching from, thank you for joining. I am Robert A. Lane. I am an audiobook coach and producer, and I specialize in helping nonfiction authors turn their book into an audiobook. So if you are a nonfiction author and you have a book that you've published, but it's not in audiobook form, that's what I do as an audiobook coach and producer. I have a program that is called Your Book, Your Voice, like the coffee chat, Your Book, Your Voice. I label everything with that. It just makes it really easy. But it is an audiobook coaching program where I take you through the process of setup and preparation, how to do a great narration, and then getting you published. We're going to talk about, on our topic today, is about where to get published and audiobook distribution, right? Because you want to be published. And I do help you through that process and publish you on a variety of audiobook distribution platforms, whatever works best for your marketing strategies, because that's really what it comes down to. So we're going to talk about audio distribution in just a second, but a couple of things I want to share with you. First of all, if you are interested in finding out more information about the Your Book, Your Voice audiobook coaching program, book a call with me, because I talk with every author before I enroll them into the program, because I want to find out more about you and find out more about your book and your audiobook goals and your marketing goals and things that you want to do with your audiobook. So schedule a free consultation call with me. There's a graphic on the screen that you can check out on LinkedIn and YouTube. On Instagram, go to my profile page, click on the link that's there, and it'll say, book an audiobook consultation call. It's a free call. It's my personal calendar. You and I will speak directly, and then I'll tell you more about the audiobook coaching program and get you enrolled. And you can have your audiobook recorded, narrated, and published by the end of the 6-week program. Absolutely. The other thing that I wanted to share with you is that every Thursday night, I do the Your Book, Your Voice podcast. And we're actually going to be really diving deep into about audiobook distribution, more so than what we're going to do on Coffee Chat today. So please join me. And what's cool about the podcast is that we do it live. So you can join me live, get involved in the conversation as we broadcast on the Bold Brave TV YouTube channel. You just go to Bold Brave TV YouTube, and there you go. Just click live where it says live stream, and we will be together again tonight. So the broadcast for the podcast starts at 8 p.m. Eastern. That's 5 p.m. Pacific time. All right, so join me for that tonight. Where can I get your audiobook is the big question that people ask authors all the time. So we're really going to dive into that. So join me tonight for coffee, or for the podcast. We're doing Coffee Chat now. And since it is Coffee Chat, I do want to toast all my friends out here. Today's cup is from Fox. When I worked at 20th Century Fox, spent almost 14 years there before I left the business. This cup is from the department that I worked in, which was Fox Media Services, Fox Audio Services, and Digital Vault. We did all sorts of encoding and digital creation for movies and television before Disney came in and destroyed Fox when they took over Fox. So there you go, something from my past. Oh, by the way, cheers to you. Oh, yes, the elixir of life, coffee. Love it. This is Coffee Chat, And like I say, BYOC, bring your own creamer. Sorry, I can't provide that for you. Well, I could virtually, but it just wouldn't taste the same now, would it? All right, so let's talk about distribution, audiobook distribution. Now, in my coaching program, the Your Book, Your Voice audiobook coaching program that I teach, I do get you published on Audible, Amazon, and Apple. All right, those are the 3 distribution platforms that you 100% need to be on. All right, Audible, Amazon, and Apple. I call it the AAA. What distribution platform do you think you need to be on? That's my question to you. You can comment in the chat if you'd like. Let me know. What distribution platform do you get asked about? Maybe you've written your book and people are asking you, oh man, hey, do you have an audiobook, right? They're asking that question. Where can I get your audiobook? Do they say, hey, can I grab it on Audible? Can I get it at Barnes & Noble? Can I get it on Apple Books? Can I get it, with Google? Where's the number one place that people ask? Now, from my experience as an audiobook coach and producer, since I've been doing this for, at least a couple of years now, as well as the other coaching stuff that I do. Audible, Amazon, and Apple are the 3 biggest and most common distribution platforms, which is why you do need to be on theirs. Whether you want to have your audiobook distributed, sorry, my camera's getting a little blurry there. See if I can fix that. There we go. If you want to be distributed on other places. But those are the 3 main that you really do need to be on. Now, let's talk about some of the other distribution platforms, okay? So, for example, let's see if I can do this. I don't think it's letting me do this. Trying to do something here that I want to share with you. Figures that it is not doing what I want it to do. All right, that's okay. That's okay. We will make this work. Just wanted to go over some of the other distribution platforms that are out there. Now, of course, again, number 1 is Audible, Amazon, and Apple, right? Those 3 for sure. Now, there is Google Play, of course. You have Google Play Books where you can find your audiobooks there as well. There are other distribution platforms like Scribd, Kobo, let's see where else. Oh, just audiobooks.com is another place. Chirp, Libro FM, Nook, Hoopla. There's a variety of places. Blinklist, Spotify now, of course, is doing it. Audiobooks Now. There are also some audiobook distribution platforms that focus on episodics, like Serial Box, or let's see. I think there was one that I'm trying to think. Yeah, it's slipping my mind, but there was another one that specializes in fiction books. But again, where do you need to be distributed, right? That is the big question. Where do you need to be distributed? And as I say, Audible, Amazon, and Apple are the 3 main that you need. Now, the piece of advice I want to share with you is that you have to figure out, what is your marketing strategy? What is it that you want to do with your marketing strategy? Okay. Do you need to be on every single platform that is out there in the universe? Is that conducive to promoting and getting yourself out there in a smart, marketable way that is trackable? You need to think about that, because depending on where you're getting the most traction, maybe you're getting traction in the country you live in. Like if you live in the United States and you have your book distributed, now Audible, Amazon, and Apple may be perfect for you, where you can just be distributed exclusively on those platforms, because it covers all the territories that are conducive to your sales and expanding your network and people discovering you. And if it's successful, then that's all you need to do. But maybe you have success in Europe. Maybe you have success in other, not only other countries, but maybe libraries, or maybe Barnes & Noble does work for you. So figuring out where you want to be distributed is super important, because, again, being anywhere and everywhere may not be the best decision. It's like the old adage of, taking that pot of spaghetti and throwing it up against the wall and seeing what sticks. That's not smart marketing. You need to really plan it out. And the decisions that you make as an author, because, again, you are an entrepreneur, You've got a published book out there. That's great. Your nonfiction book is out there in the world for people to read. Now you need to get it in audiobook form for people to hear in your voice, okay, in your own voice, which I'll touch on that in just a little bit. But, getting out there, throwing it up against the wall and seeing what sticks isn't really the smart thing to do, because as an entrepreneur, you are the CEO of you. So you're making business decisions that are going to move your business forward. So think about it when you're thinking about distributing your audiobook or where you want it distributed, and how is that helping you from a marketing standpoint and boosting your author brand. Now, in regards to narrating your own audiobook, you definitely need to, okay? You as the author are the most qualified person to narrate your audiobook, because you're preserving the integrity of your author brand. Your unique style and personality and voice is already in your written word, and you want to preserve that, because that is what makes you so unique. And that's what makes you stand out in the crowd, because of your uniqueness. That's why by you narrating your own audiobook and not having another narrator do it, no matter how great they are, it's still their interpretation, not yours. And they're going to miss out on some of the subtleties and nuances of who you are as a person, okay? They're interpreting it their way, not your way. So another narrator isn't going to cut it for your nonfiction book. And definitely not AI, because that is not even a representation of you. It's not you. You just destroyed your author brand, right? You've cheapened your author brand. You've lessened your credibility when you're having AI do it. Do it in your own voice. I don't want to hear, a fake generated voice tell your story. I mean, if you're a coach, for example, would you have AI teach your coaching program? Of course not, because it's you that people are drawn to. It's your word, your voice, whether written or, physical. That's what draws people in. That's why I love working with the authors that I work with, who have memoirs and stories, and they're also coaches and entrepreneurs. And hearing them tell their story or teach their coaching program is awesome to hear, because no one can tell that story better than the author. So you have to narrate your own audiobook, all right? One thing that I do want to share with you quickly before we do wrap things up here is that I do have an audiobook narration reference guide. And again, those of you on Instagram, go to my profile page. You can click and it'll take you to a link where you can download this free audiobook narration reference guide with tools and tricks and techniques and things that'll help you do a great narration. And of course, there's a graphic on the screen there for those of you on YouTube and LinkedIn. And by the way, for those of you on YouTube and LinkedIn, in the description are the links for everything that I'm showing you. So definitely grab your free narration reference guide. And of course, more information about what I do as an audiobook coach and producer is at robertlanecoaching.com. Everything is there. It has a million buttons there that you can click to book a call, because that's how it all starts, where you can get your audiobook done in 6 weeks. All right. It's a great thing. So do it. Go to robertlanecoaching.com, schedule a call with me. I'd love to talk to you about the program and get your audiobook done in your own voice and be published on Audible, Amazon, and Apple, and any other distribution platform that works for you. And you know what? If you sign up now, you'll also be able to have a great business tax write-off for your business. It's a great thing, right? End the year by recording your audiobook, and then 2025, what are you going to do? You're going to launch your book. How cool is that, right? So by all means, go to robertlanecoaching.com and book a call. We'd love to talk to you. And by the way, on the website, I do have clips of other authors who've gone through the program who have done fantastic audiobook narrations of their book. And you can hear these little clips and see how they did. And it's just a great thing, because even if you don't have speaking experience, you will do great. You really will. Because again, no one can tell your story better than you. As a nonfiction author, no one can tell your story better than you. So with that, my friends, I'm going to cheers to you again. And don't forget to join me tonight for the Your Book, Your Voice podcast. Again, we're going to really dive into where can I get your audiobook? That's the topic for the podcast. And again, on Instagram, that link, it's a link tree. So there's going to be a variety of links there. So you can click on where it says hear the podcast live. There you go. Check it out tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific time. Go to the Bold Brave TV YouTube channel and you will be able to catch it live tonight, which I would love to have you do. All right. All right, my friends, with that, well, we're going to wrap things up for Coffee Chat today. Again, if there's ever any topics regarding the audiobook world, please let me know and we'll talk about it. That's why we do this open forum Coffee Chat for you live every Thursday. All right. So with that, when you're out and about in the world, my friends, say hello to a stranger, smile at them, maybe give them a compliment. Because that small gesture of kindness can really make the difference in somebody's life. And be a life changer, okay? Do it. We need more positivity in this world, don't we? Yes, we do. So be good humans, all right? With that, my friends, we're going to wrap it up here and say goodbye to our followers and friends here on YouTube and also on LinkedIn. Thank you so much for hanging out.